Hey folks, I want to do a little bit of a quick video because Theme Week was formally announced to be coming up in this upcoming week. So what does Theme Week mean? So this specific week is going to be 60s Theme Week, and League is specifically going to be put into 1967 run environment. So that does mean that there are going to be changes to how you want to build your lineups and rotations in order to maximize your production in League this week. Usually there are big prizes for doing well in Theme Week, so I'm hoping this can help folks get a little bit more comfortable with, you know, how to build your team for this specific run environment, and then also how to think on how to do things for future Theme Weeks or even tournaments that are in different run environments. So the first thing I always do is go to this baseball reference site. Um, they have this. They have this site. They have this page right here, which shows year by year averages for every year that's happened in Major League Baseball history. So usually modern is assumed to be in 2010. So what I would usually do is get click 2010 and then click the year that we want to compare it to. So 1967 is the year that it is going to be. So what it does here is it compares the two leagues against each other, allowing us to think about what the league totals are going to look like, and then also what attributes we might want to prioritize or deprioritize compared to the modern run environment. So just by looking at this, we can see hits are down, runs are down. Um, Within hits, we could see that mostly it is doubles that are down, while triples are marginally up. Home runs are also down about a quarter. Stolen bases are down, walks are down a little bit, strikeouts are down quite a bit as well. The other important thing here is seeing that balls in play are up a little bit. So what are our takeaways from here? One, obviously it's going to be more of a pitching year. So the ERAs that will usually see in league, on average, they're definitely going to be lower than usual. Um, more balls in play. That means I probably want to prioritize BABIP players a little bit more, since obviously if there are balls in play, being able to get more hits off of those balls in play are going to help you quite a bit. Home runs are down, so obviously power guys are going to take a little bit of a hit. However, we also see strikeouts are down. So while home runs are down, home runs still exist. It's not like we're in, the dead ball era where home runs that don't exist. So actually, I think that there is a potential opportunity for these low avoid K, higher BABIP, higher power hitters to actually do decently this week. Um, but of course, obviously the scope of which home run hitters are going to be dominant is going to change. Similarly, you want to think about the similar for pitchers. Pitchers that are higher stuff, you definitely want to, or like where stuff is one of their most important attributes, you probably want to ignore a little bit. So like the Nolan Ryans of the world, where stuff is their dominant characteristic, I think are going to be less useful this week. Obviously, players, there's fewer walks, but not that much. I think strikeouts and home runs are kind of the biggest thing here. Again, with the balls in play up, having better PBABIP is probably going to be very helpful. So, like, I would prioritize probably higher control, higher PBABIP pitchers than usual, and caring, a little bit less about HRA and stuff for this. The other thing, which isn't said here, and something that's kind of worth thinking about and worth exploring different runner environments, getting used to it, is that pitcher stamina is going to be different. So how that is going to work is generally pitchers are going to be able to go longer in outings. So I would say, usually in league about 110, 115 is about the range of a average starting pitcher to be able to go without being too tired to pitch their next game on schedule. However, in 1967, I would expect that to be closer to like 130, 135. Now, what does that mean? That means one, you can, lengthen your pitch counts. Your starting pitchers are going to go in deeper. This also means that you can have fewer relief pitchers. So my recommendation is probably either going down to 11 or 10 total pitchers, in fact, and use that to like build an extra platoon into your lineup. However, I wouldn't just do that just to get platoons in. Like, I would probably keep more pitchers unless you don't have like if you don't have platoons that strengthen your team, I would just keep the pitchers in. But this is a good opportunity if there is sort of an extra one side DH you wanted to get in, or maybe an extra defensive catcher as a backup. This gives you a little bit more flexibility in your lineup to put some of these more niche players in. So that's kind of a quick rundown of Theme Week. Wonder what folks think the big prize is going to be in 1967. I know some people in Discord have theorized maybe we get a Yaz. We'll see. But good luck in your Theme Weeks, everyone, and good luck in your playoffs today if you are in. I will sadly be back down to High Diamond next week, so the grind back up to Perfect League is going to be happening again. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and will tune in to my stream next week as we build for PTCS. And again, good luck in your Theme Weeks next week.